Hey everyone, today I want to make a guide to help you guys achieve at least 1800 rating in the arena as a marksman hunter. That way we can all upgrade our gear to at least 220 item level, become BG gods, and destroy the average WoW player. That is the entire goal of this guide. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy my arena tips and best practices. Alright, so I want to first start off by briefly talking about talents and conduits, as well as covenants. So this is the cookie cutter build that most hunters I see are running, and I think it's the most successful build so far because the meta has changed from aim shot to rapid fire. The PvP talents you want to swap around based on the matchup are going to be a combination of dragon scale armor, survival tactics, explosive trap, roar, and then I actually personally use spider sting sometimes against like boomkins or mages just to throw them off. So for example, against double melee, this is really good. Roar and trap. Maybe against affliction warlock and shadow priest or dot heavy classes, I might run this. And then if you have the Craven legendary, I might swap out survival tactics and then just go with spider sting. Like this is pretty good against casters as well. On the Covenant side, you probably want to be with Kyrian. It's the easiest path to higher rating. Night Fate arguably could be done. It's just going to be a little bit more challenging. Pelagos is the way to go. Enfeebled Mark is without a doubt your best first potency conduit, although once we get to Renown rank 21, you're probably going to go on the right side to get File of Patience, and then you're going to put the Enfeebled over here. For your first Endurance conduit, you want to get Resilience of the Hunter. Some hunters I see are running Rejuvenating Wind. I personally don't think this is that great because one, it's a hot, so if you're dead, then the hot has no value for you. And then secondly, it's tied to Exhilaration, which has a 2-minute cooldown, whereas Resilience of the Hunter is tied to Feign Death, which has a much quicker cooldown. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the role of a hunter in Arena. Most likely, your role is going to be the Punisher. You're essentially John Bernthal, and you have to strategically set up your kills and then output a crap ton of damage. If you're not doing that, then you're either kiting or you're not doing your job. So I'm going to show you an arena clip where I do just that. I know we're going to go on the DPS, but before we do our big dam, I want to be able to at least force the healer into a trap, set up that kill, and the healer has to make a decision on do I save my cooldowns or do I blow my cooldowns and save my partner. Check that out.
Yeah, let's see here.
Freezing Pally. Going warrior. Maybe I kill him. Oh my god.
We did.
So that is a really simple but good example of how we set up kills. You force one of their players, preferably a healer, to make a tough decision. Do I gamble and let my DPS tank the damage, or do I pop a trinket or pop a divine shield, pop some defensive cooldowns, and save his ass? In this case, the Pally did not save his ass, we got the kill. But even if he did save his ass, we would have gotten a lot of defensive cooldowns and a trinket, which is what our goal is. Either kill them or continue getting their defensive cooldown so you can set up for the next kill. That's the role of the hunter. Now I'm going to show you a threes clip where I get the shaman, or actually we get the shaman to pop his astral shift early. It's a very rookie mistake. He had a few dots on him. I think I applied a little bit of pressure, but I still had my offensive cooldowns. He pops astral shift early, and that's a very good sign. If you ever see a healer pop, astral shift or pain suppression or divine shield, you want to have that in the back of your mind and then go and figure out a way to kill that healer eventually. So check out this clip. I do mispronounce him and keep calling him the Druid. I'm meaning to kill the shaman. Going on the fucking shaman at first. Fuck it. Druid's out. He paused astral shift already. Kicked his mind blast. Let me know when you're ready. probably gonna kill this fucking druid actually. Ready? Going on the druid now. Druid's gonna die. Druid's dead. Oh, what
Even
the
the priest?
fuck? Now the druid.
Oh wait, someone's dead.
The druid.
Wait, the shaman you mean?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, what the fuck?
Yo, he's in folk.
Kicked it. So in that match, we honestly didn't even have a game plan. It was like, I'll put a ton of damage and see if something happens. In this case, the shaman did make a mistake. He popped Astral Shift too early. I called that out, and then my thought was to kill that shaman, as soon as I possibly can before it comes back from cooldown. And that's exactly what happened. Now, from my experience, this happens, quite often in the lower rated matches, all the way up until at least like 1700 rated ratings. People pop their cooldowns pretty openly, and you can, as long as you're tracking that with an add-on, or if you're tracking their buff bars and paying attention to it, this is how you can win matches really quickly and really fast. The next topic I want to talk about is overextension. So you as a hunter never really want to LOS your healer, and you don't want to overextend and be in like no man's land. So if I'm, DPSing and then my healer is all the way back here at the dummy, that's a bad situation for you to be in, obviously. Now on the flip side, you can take advantage of, less polished PvP players who overextend quite often. Warriors are guilty of this. Demon hunters are usually guilty of this. It happens quite a bit in threes. And I sometimes take advantage of that situation, right? Like if I start the game and I see that a warrior or some melee class is, planning to overextend, I might go out the gates, disengage to the other side, trap their healer, and then come back. I might even, if I'm really aggressive, I might pop a aspect of the cheetah and then start my rotation on that DPS. And many times I've been successful. Likewise, in mid game, you can also call out overextension when the opponents are in bad positioning and they just kill that, DPS. So here's an example of when we were able to take advantage of.
Now we played 60 games today. Holy fuck.
All right, I gotta go in the DK. He intervened. Sacked you. Mind game kicked it. Take the portal if you need to. Going on the priest. Almost killing the priest. Never mind. Warrior's overextended. Going on the warrior. Warrior's overextended. Kill the warrior.
Nice.
Man, hate to see it. Usually DK warrior should beat Affliction I think. But unfortunately the warrior made a bad mistake. He was in terrible position. We took advantage of it and then we popped him. And that's essentially how we should be playing the hunter class. You're setting up kills. You as a player, you're monitoring major cooldowns, you're monitoring trinket usage, and you're just thinking the entire time, when is my go? Because when we do go, there's a lot of damage that we can still output. So that's all I wanted to say for today's guide. When I make these things, I try to make sure that's less than 10 minutes long. If you guys find it useful, or if you find this type of format and content really good, please let me know. I'm happy to continue the series. Thank you for tuning in, and catch you next time.